Let's see some examples from the textbook. Now here you see a number 2352. It is not a perfect square number because when you factorize it, its factors are not in pair. Only if factors are in pair, the number is a perfect square. So this number is not a perfect square. Question is, with which number we should multiply it to make it a perfect square? Or another question of similar type is, with which number it should be divided to make it a perfect square? In both the cases, that extra number which you see here, like here 2 is in pair, these two they make a pair, these two they make a pair, 7 also makes a pair, but this 3 is left alone. This 3 is not having a pair. So the number with which either you multiply it or you divide it, that number is 3. This extra number is the number with which it should be multiplied or divided, whatever the question asks you. And after multiplying or after dividing, whatever answer we get will be a perfect square. Okay. So this is what we have to do. This is in example 6 and a similar question in example 7 on page number 101. Let's see one more example from page 102, example 8. You have to find the smallest square number which is divisible by these three numbers, 6, 9 and 15. A square number which is divisible by all three, and there will be many numbers. You have to find the smallest number. So what is the method? You have to find the LCM. This you have learnt earlier. You have to find the LCM of 6, 9 and 15, and these are the factors. Now see again, we need squares, and so factors should be in pair. So here only this number is in pair. 1 2 is less, 1 5 is less. Okay, 2 is not having a pair, 5 is not having a pair. And when you multiply these four numbers, what you are going to get? You are going to get 90. 90 is not a perfect square. 90 is divisible by all these three, but then it is not a perfect square. So how to find the perfect square? We will multiply with the numbers which are missing. One number is 5 and one number is 2. Why these two numbers? Because they have to make a pair. Now see, here is a pair and this 5 also has a pair. So with which two numbers I multiplied? 5 and 2. That is 5 2s are 10. I multiplied with 10. So 90 into 10 gives me 900. So 900 is that smallest square which is divisible by all these three. You have similar questions in exercise 6.3, question 9 and question 10. Now let's see example 10 from page number 105. Here one number is given to you, 5607, which is not a perfect square because 7 at the end shows it is not a perfect square. The question is, which is the smallest number that should be subtracted from this 5607 so that the remaining number is a perfect square? And then you have to find its square root also. So what they have done here is they have found its square root by division method, but it's incomplete. Like up to 131 and they haven't divided because answer will come in decimal because it is not a perfect square. So on dividing, the division is over, all the numbers have come down and being divided, and here you can use only division method. So what you get here is 74. Now 74 is a square root of a number which is near to it, and 131 is left. This 131 which is remainder, if you subtract it from this number 5607, if you subtract 131, you are left with 5476. When will you get 5476? When you subtract this remainder 131, which is the remainder, this when you subtract from the given number, you will get 5476, and 5476 is a perfect square number and its square root is 74. Let's see one more example. Example 12. Find the least number that must be added. Just now what we discussed was which number is to be subtracted. Now which number should be added to 1300 to make it a perfect square. 1300 is not a perfect square. So let's see what to do. Here also we need to add, we need to use division method. We'll find the square root of 1300 by division method. It is not a perfect square, so a remainder will be left. Earlier we subtracted this remainder, but now we have to do something else, because here the question was what should be added, not subtracted. Okay, when it is subtracted, what should be subtracted? You subtract the remainder, but what should be added has a different way of solving it. You get 36. Okay, 36 is a square of a number which is less than 1300. How much less? 4 less. Okay. But you have to add something to make it, means you have to find a bigger number than 1300. So what will you do? 36 you got, so you will find the square of next number, that is 37. You'll find its square. Square of 37 is 1369. 37 square. Why 37? Because we got here 36. Its next number is 37. We'll find its square. Its square is 1369. From that we will subtract the given number. So what is left? 69. So this 69 should be added to 1300 to make it a perfect square. Let's discuss some questions from exercise 6.4. Everywhere you have to do as per the examples only, but they have twisted the question a little. See question 2 here. In this question, you have to find the number of digits in the square root of the given numbers. This much is the actual question. Find the number of digits in the square root. Okay, and you don't have to calculate it. So what we have to count, how many digits are there. Like here, how many digits can you see? 6 digits. So what is half of 6? 3. So its square root will have 3 digits. Here 2 digits you can see. What is half of 2? 1. So its square root will have 1 digit. That is 8, single digit number. Now see here 3 digits are there. So 3 digits half we cannot make. So what we'll do, we'll put one more number. So it is 3. So because it is odd number, we cannot take half of it. We'll add 1. So it becomes 4 now. What is half of 4? 2. So how many digits will be there? 2 digits will be there in its square root. Okay, this is easy. Now here you see again, how many digits are there? 5 digits. When 5 digits, that is odd number, is there, we will add 1. So it becomes 6. And half of 6 is 3. So its square root will have 3 digits. Now see some more questions on page 108. First one, the question 3 is a direct one. Find the square root. Question 4 is also, I just explained from the example. Find the least number which must be subtracted. So for subtraction, you'll find the square root of this question. You'll find the square root of these numbers using division method. You'll get the remainder because these are not perfect squares. And then you have to subtract that remainder from the given number. For this one, find the least number which must be added. This also we discussed in the example. You have to find the square root of these numbers by division method. You will get a number as quotient. You have to take its next number, find the square, and then find the difference between the given number and the square of that new number. Whatever is the answer, that must be added. We discussed this example also just now. Then find the length of a square. You know square, both sides are equal. So if one side is x, other also x. X into x is x square, which is 441. And 441 is the square of 21. So 21 is the length. This is simple. Here you have to use Pythagoras theorem. Question 7 is, a right triangle is given. Angle B is 90 degree. So if angle B is 90 degree, always AC will be the hypotenuse, the greatest side. And if you remember, AB square plus BC square will always give you AC. Okay? A square plus B square is equal to C square. It is that question. See this one. These two questions. Here the numbers which are given are not proper perfect squares. But these are these type questions. Which number should be added? Which number should be subtracted? So here like 1000 plants are given and he wants to put them in such a way that number of rows and columns are equal. So find the minimum number of plants that he needs. Minimum number of plants he needs more, means what number should be added to make it a perfect square. The question which is here. And see here, the next one is the last question of your exercises. There are 500 children in a school, and for a PT drill they have to stand in such a way that number of rows and number of columns are equal. So how many children would be left out? Left out means it is similar to the above question. What number should be subtracted? Because those children are to be removed. So what number should be subtracted to make it a perfect square? These are those type of questions.